Hello everybody, it's Henry Weederman. So what am I working on? Well, I'm going to tell you. This is a shaft out of the STIHL's combo heads that they sell, the KM models. And I've had to strip pack and peel the plastic off it because down here in the drive-in, there's this metal keeper that holds this plastic bushing, which I'm going to do a video on how I think I modify this. I'm going to try some different techniques. But this plastic has literally melted onto the shaft. Why? Well, one, customers never read the owner's manual. Two, they never take it apart because they're afraid to. And they don't grease it. In fact, the pulley was stuck on here. I had to use heat and get it off. And then it shot across the room when I did get it. Could never been taken out. They run it to infinity until it's dead. And this is frozen up. What I want to do is I want to recover this shaft. I'm going to put this plastic collar on there, and I'm going to do another video how I do that, and then I'm going to put a washer up in there on this side, because this end, when you put this on, rides inside there. So I think it's spinning so hot and there's so much slop in this thing just slops around in there, which I don't know who would have manufactured that way. And then it's bouncing up against this, then it loses lubricant, and then it just overheats this plastic garbage and melts itself like you see here. So it's like concrete. I mean, literally, look at that. I have heated this up. So I got to heat it up, and frustrated as I am, melt this off, because all these people that go to engineering school, all these brainiacs, come up with this design. What I would have done if I was the engineer, I'm not, I wish I was. See this bearing right here? I would put a bearing at this end coming out of the power shaft, have it run through the bearing that fits inside the tube, a bearing to go in there, goes on here, has that bushing hold it on as a bearing, and I would retrofit this, and I would make a bearing to go in there and run that shaft through it, or put the bearing on, then the collar. At least the bearing is in here and not this collar, this metal sleeve that had slipped off the splines, you can see right there. But anyways, I'm going to heat this up some more. And this stuff is tough stuff. But once you get it hot, it gets brittle. And it just melts itself to the shaft. I've had a heat gun this off. You don't want to use a torch and breathe all that, but the heat gun works really well. And you'll start seeing it peel back with the heat gun. This nozzle tip I got here just cooks this stuff. Watch it. And I use a knife, and I just peel it back. But once you peel it back, as soon as it gets cold, I mean, there's no heat on it, it just immediately goes to solid plastic. So I'll get the heat right on it. I mean, this is blazing hot. And the wind of it, the air coming out of the gun, is enough to push it back. See it melting back? But I'm frustrated, so I'm going to come up with some of my own ideas and some of the bearings I got. And maybe Henry or Rich are fit it. Look at that. I mean, I just took the heat gun off it. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, it's like freaking instant. I mean, you don't want to drop it on the floor either. If you got carpet, it'll melt. I got some carpet, some plastic. See that? But anyways, I just want to show you. So I got to peel all this, strip it off, and then I'll do some more videos, and I'm going to try some different ideas with this collar, since I got some spare shafts laying around because they just destroyed the whole assembly. That came up there by itself. Look at that. That came right up the spline. I'd put a bearing right here. Between the spline and here, I'd put a bearing to hold this mess, and then I'd make it so it don't flop around inside there like some idiot. This is poorly mechanically designed. The engineer that designed this, you need to go back to the drawing board. You suck. All right, Henry Weederman out. That's working on a STIHL KM model drive shaft. Terrible.